Well, good morning, good afternoon. It's bright outside. It's breezy, so pardon the wind chimes. I closed the window to help keep the noise down a little bit, but it's a little breezy out there, a little stormy. It is 12:37 p.m. on Saturday. What is it, the 18th, 19th of October? We have an offer. Went out at 7:12 this morning when I got my email. I wasn't up then, but yeah, so they entered mediated talks yesterday, the union and the company, with the acting, was it Secretary of Labor? So they must have, I think the sticking point was just the pay. The pension, and we're not getting that back. That's just too much. This day and age, hate to say it, it'd be nice, but there are some improvements. So, see if I can read this. Now this tells me that they had a really good day yesterday, and then they may have received this offer yesterday, and our bargaining committee reviewed it and, went line by line like they're supposed to, and then released it this morning. So, with the help of acting U.S. Secretary of Labor Julie Sue, we received a negotiated proposal and resolution to end the strike. This is day 37. And it warrants presenting to the members and is worthy of your consideration. The company is offering the following improvements to the offer from September 12th, which is the original offer, with the only change being the removal of the MRSP, Machinist Retirement Savings Plan. I think that's kind of what they were pushing for. Instead of a strike, we just give us another option to put more money into. But, I mean, you've already got the 401k and then the pension. If you do have some, I've got 9 years worth, or just shy of 9 years worth. Like 8 years and 9 months or something like that. Clear, understand the offer. We plan to hold the contract ratification vote this coming Wednesday, the 23rd, working on securing voting locations to accommodate the membership. So that's the problem when you got 33,000 people, and you can't do it at a Boeing property because we're on strike. So, and the union halls, that gets a little crowded, especially our little union hall is a temporary place, and there's very little parking. But it'll be an all-day voting deal, so it won't be everybody all at once. You'll have, 10, 12, 14 hours. Well, Brandon's calling me. Working to secure, there'll only be one ballot to accept or reject. No vote to strike, as we're already on strike. Simple majority, 50% plus one of members voting will determine the outcome. The future of the contract is in your hands. Thank you for continued input and support. In unity, or log into strike proposal. Updated proposal, wages. Okay, so here we go. We're planning to vote on this proposal Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. Wages, a 35% general wage increase spread out over 4 years. 12% year one, that's a pretty good jump in pay. 8% years 2 and 3, and 7% in year 4. Incentive pay, the AMP, which is our annual bonus program. It's based off of the performance of the company, basically. Our safety metrics, our quality metrics, deliveries that we do. It's kind of based off of, well, how we work, how efficiently we work, and then we get a percentage of that. It's too easy to skew. We as the union caught Boeing 2 years in a row using old data to keep the numbers low. So, but it's heavily scrutinized now. Doesn't pay out nearly as well as the old negotiated bonuses we used to get. Now Jeff is IMing me. So where was I? Yeah, the old negotiated, we'd, you get a $10,000 bonus. We'll give you $7,500 the first year, and you know, or $7,000 the first year, $1,500 the next 2 years, or whatever. Which I guess, yeah, I mean, what do I normally get? 2,800, 3,000 a year. So I guess it's paying up a little bit better. The only drawback is we used to get our negotiated bonuses in November, usually a little before Thanksgiving, and a lot of people counted on that as the holiday money for trips or for gifts for the kids or whatever. Well, now we get paid out in February. So, yeah, because it's based off of a calendar year, July through December, and then February they pay us out after they review it. So, the AMP incentive plan is reinstated with a guaranteed minimum annual payout of 4%. It used to be 3%, 2%. I think it was 2%. Our max is 6%. Including a 2024 payout in February of 25. It's usually the last paycheck of February. Retirement 401k match increased to 100% of the first 8% contributed. I think we're at 75% now, alongside a 4% automatic company contribution. Alongside a 4%. Oh, okay. So used to have to put in for them to start contributing, and they'll match their percentage is only good for up to the first 8%. Well, now they're going to automatically put in 4% for you no matter what. So, okay. Additionally, there's a one-time $5,000 contribution to each unit member's Boeing 401k. That's like a bonus. It's easy money. I mean, that's 5 paychecks it would take me, so that'll more than make up for being out on strike. Pension, BCERP, I don't remember what that stood for, Boeing Commercial Employees Retirement Plan. Multiplier benefit increased to $105 for vested employees. I think it's at $97 now. So for every year that you qualify, if you do have a pension, you get $105. So the guy that I take over for, or used to, the first shifter that I would take over for when I come in on second shift, Steve, I've mentioned this before, he decided to retire. But his retirement date was September 13th, which is the day after contract. Well, you can't retire when you're on strike. So he's been out on strike with us, even though he's retired. For the last 2 weeks, he just took off his vacation to burn the vacation time up, and he took a trip to Europe, and he likes to travel. Well, he's going to benefit from this, because if we ratify, I would imagine if we ratify this on Wednesday, we may be back to work Friday or Monday. I don't think we'll be back Thursday. You never know. Usually they give us, the last time they gave us a couple days. Because if you got another job, hey, I'm going back to my old place, you don't want to just yank everybody. And although sometimes they give you some leeway too, hey, everybody back by this date, but here's the first day that you can come back. So, $105 for vested employees, so that goes up a little bit. Ratification bonus, a one-time bonus of $7,000. Doesn't say when that will be paid out, but usually it's within a couple of paychecks of signing the contract. So that'll more than make up for what I've spent while we've been out in the last month. I think I've chewed through $2,500 in the last 36 days, almost 3,000, I think. 2,500, because I've bought a couple of things, plus the Costco run and then the regular bills. I haven't been splurging on money a lot, but Yeah. We had three mortgages since we went out, but the first one was covered because I still had a paycheck that was coming. So that'll help. Sick time call out reverse to the existing contract language, call in before shift language removed. Yeah, so they had it set up to where you had to call in before your shift started on sick leave. Otherwise, you'd get nailed, and we didn't really like that because I don't remember. So we have a call-in program. You know, hey, ring, ring. You know, and you put your company number in, and hey, I'm not coming in today, or I'm taking a vacation day, or whatever. And you have a certain amount of time to do that, but you can do that after the start of shift, which I always try to do it before anyway. So, members at max rate will receive 39.78% wage growth over a 4-year agreement, not including any annual COLA fold in. Those in progression will see an even higher percentage increase over the life of the agreement when adding seniority progression increases. We provided some examples. Although none of the examples are given include any unknown COLA increases, it should be safe to say that our goal of over 40% wage growth during the life of the agreement has been achieved. I could almost read these. Compound wage example. So in the first year, the 12% gives you an increase of $5.16 per hour. Yeah, so, okay, let's take an example of a member in labor grade 4. That's me. Start with September, 42.55, 44-cent COLA, 42.99. I'm at 43.99 because I'm second shift, so there's an extra $1 on top of that. This is what's shown on the card. Includes the following. So we'll get a $5.16 increase. Second year, the new 48.15. So they're basing the general wage, or the wage increase on the actual wage, not the original. So your percentage is going up exponentially with your pay. So that's where they're getting the almost 40%. Now they were saying too, the shift preference, I'll have to go through this, but the shift preference was going to go up to $2 an hour. I'll have to double check that. That may still be in there. So one set of progression in a career, so that's nice. So when you hire into the Boeing Company, you start out at step 0, and then you work your way up to step 12, and you go up 50 cents an hour every 6 months. So after 6 years, then you get a big bump in pay. I don't remember what mine was, but I think I went up like $11 an hour, which was nice. But then that's it, unless you go up to another pay grade. But when you do that, they would start you out at a new progression step program. So even though you're maxed out at your old pay grade, your new pay grade may be way up here, but now you have another, and it wasn't 6 years, I don't remember. I think it was based on your seniority and the pay grade you went to and things like that. And there was some negotiating in there. You could always negotiate a little bit of a pay raise at first, but you wouldn't max out. Well, now they're doing away with that. So your first 6 years, you work your way up to max pay. And then if you take a grade 4 and you go to a grade 10 position, you're going to get that $5, $6 an hour pay bump instead of having to work again for the next 4 years or whatever it is. So improvement in overtime rules. These aren't blowing up very clear. I can't really read these. My eyesight's not that good and it's too fuzzy. Retirement security details. Anyway, medical care sharing. So that's down, reduced by 9.3%. The protections gained for inventory tracking, disbursement, and more. I'll have to read that. Job security, they've gotten some stuff on there. Increased multiplier. Oh, that's the retirement deal. Protections gained for facilities and maintenance jobs. So previous proposal page. I'm just scanning real quick here. Yeah, it doesn't give me anything direct, but I'll have to go through this line by line. So we have an offer. We vote. Today is Saturday, so we vote in 5 days. Strike still continues. I may go out here in the next night or two. I'll see what Brandon and Jeff say. I don't think it's a terrible offer. Pretty much gets us what we're wanting. So I just worry about 4 years, what's it going to be like then? Because, we still got inflation and all that good stuff to catch up to. So, no, a little bump in in retirement waggles some money in front of us. And used to get $10,000 to $15,000 signing bonuses, but like I say, they are giving us $5,000 into our 401k, so it's like a bonus. That's pretty good. Alrighty, so maybe back to work in the next week or so. Vacation time's over. Strikecation is over, almost, maybe. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to shut up because it's been going on for 16 and a half minutes. Yada, yada, yada. So, you can check this out yourself if you want to. IAM751.org. Page pulls up, upper left-hand corner, contract 2024. Click on that. I don't know how much access you guys will have if you're not members, but this is the general access type stuff. So, but yeah, I'm going to go through a little bit and get back to work, building some airplanes. I just have to worry about the potential layoffs. Is this going to reverse those layoffs? 777X is delayed for another year plus, but we're still going to need people to build that. My program is ending. We were scheduled to end early December. That was early September, now that we've been out a little over a month. So now we're looking at January, but there's a week and a half at the end of the year where we don't celebrate all of our holidays on the actual date, like President's Day and Columbus Day and things like that. We take those federal holidays and we combine them at the end of the year. So we take a week off between Christmas and New Year's. That's where we observe a lot of those holidays. So there's a week and a half, but I'm sure there's going to be a big push to have people working. I know overtime's going to be way up there for us right now because they want to get these last few remaining 787s finished up and out the door. And it's going to take us a week or two to get back into the swing of things. On the plus side, maybe a lot of parts that we've had on order are sitting there waiting for us. So, but yeah, fingers crossed. All right, 20 minutes, lots of yakking, 37 days. I was anticipating going past the 58-day mark like the last strike, but this is looking kind of promising. Still don't have my TV up though. I don't know, I may haul that down to the parents if I don't get that hung in the next few days and give it off to one of the brothers or something, or mom and dad, and they can enjoy it because I'm obviously not doing anything with it. Get it out of my living room. So, okay. Fingers crossed for us. We'll talk to y'all probably not tonight, maybe tomorrow if there's an update. We shall see.